What's up, Matt?
What's up, man?
Shit, just living, dude.
Yeah.
Trying to think of shit.
No, there's no thinking to it. It's just a conversation. That's it.
No, I know. Um, let's see. So last night actually, have you listened to the new Snoop Dogg album?
No, I have not. I knew that he had something coming out. I just didn't know if it dropped
Yeah,
yet.
it came out last night.
How's that?
Eh,
What what more is there for him to talk about? Like lyrically, or
dude.
or is it not storytelling? Is it just kind of ad libs and punchlines?
I would say that definitely.
Okay,
The he has a lot of good. He did a cover of
cover. Wow.
Yeah, well, he did. Yeah, he did a couple. Well, no, I guess you would call it a. He sampled one of Tom Petty's Mary Jane's Last Dance,
Okay.
and I mean it was good. It had Jelly Roll on it, but the track he did, I have to get into it, but the track he did with um that had M and 50 on it
Yeah.
was my favorite, I think.
50 on a track. That's new. Like I haven't seen him on anything like rap
And
wise.
yeah, in a while.
All he is a certified troll these days.
Right? Oh my gosh. Dude, like no joke. It's crazy
I
how
love it
troll.
though. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's 50, dude. It's 50. Let me see. Let's see. Snoop.
That's fitting. He did a cover of Mary Jane's Last Dance. That's pretty fitting.
Yeah.
Which is a great
That's
song, by the way. Like the original.
the actual Tom Petty. Yeah, it is. Let me see.
What did Jelly Roll do the chorus or the hook?
No, that was Tom Petty. I think he did like a
Like a,
if
like a
if I remember correctly, it was like a verse
hmm.
singing.
Okay, cool. That's different. Usually he's like on a chorus usually.
Yeah,
Like Eminem took his song and did a remix.
That's that was dude.
Pretty
That
great.
was nuts. That was fucking
One of the better tracks on the album for sure.
yeah. And I re-listened. Speaking of that, I re-listened to that Eminem and the whole from like start to finish.
Yeah.
It didn't. It was
Hey,
good, but it didn't have that.
zest that it needs.
Yeah, I
If you
mean,
well, I don't even
even
call
though
it
this came
zest.
out like what 6 months ago, I still like.
I wouldn't even call it zest. I would just say it doesn't have the same grit that he used to
Or,
have.
or is it that we're just in?
We're just aged out of that.
Yeah, because lyrically, of course, it was there,
Yeah.
but the feeling. I mean.
I feel like he's like kind of a conundrum these days because he's so like I don't know. He's getting involved in politics, and
Well,
it's
the whole woke thing,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah,
But then he has the whole, um, then he's talking about free speech and stuff.
yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like
Counteracting with each other.
definitely because, um,
Well, he had a character for so long and had a certain stig for so long, and now it's he doesn't have that.
no, he doesn't. And that was the whole thing about it is, and when I first listened to it, when it first came out, we got, I'm like, okay, he's making some jabs. He's making, like he was back in 2000.
Yeah,
And then
feels hollow though to me.
it does definitely, it's definitely not the same.
I would almost him lose the jabs and just focus on storytelling because lyrically is good. So
Lyrically, yeah,
why not tell some stories or something? Have some like change the material. If you're gonna change the character, change the material.
yeah. And yeah, it wasn't, yeah. And the song with, M, let's see here,
But
it's called Guns and Smoke.
yeah, I haven't listened to that one. I kind of like breeze through. Oh, you talking about Snoop's song?
Yeah, Snoop song. Sorry. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. I
I
was
haven't
looking for it. Yeah.
I'll listen to that. I mean, one of my favorite songs by, well, not necessarily by Eminem, but one of my favorite collab songs is Eminem and 50 on, I think is it Patiently Waiting? I think that's it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That song's
Track, I think it's
great.
like track two on Get Rich or Die Trying.
It's great. And
Oh
then
my god.
what's
Yeah.
up? Yeah, no,
Oh no
it's
no like oh my god it was
oh
fucking awesome like oh my god when I first fucking got that when I first heard that shit I
yeah,
remember I was in my fucking
I was
in
jamming.
my yeah in my room I had my ghetto ass Radio Shack mic
Yeah.
on my freaking wall thinking I was all cool and shit
Yeah,
but
no,
I
it had
was
a
using
when I first heard that song, it had like a dark and eerie vibe to it, and I was like, man, this is cold. This is awesome.
yeah
I was kind
uh
of in the same era and space of like the G Unit days, so I was like, yeah, this fits. It's great.
yeah no he's yeah that was and then I'm just gonna I'm wondering if it's the same. It was just
Time and
we're
place.
just older. I I don't
I
know.
think music. I mean, that's hard to say. I was gonna say music has a time and place, but that's not always.
It's not. It's not.
You have timeless music, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if you've noticed. I still just rarely listen to new stuff. Like like I have like a mix of like 1,500 songs that I just have playing,
Yeah,
and sometimes I hear like an album come out or something like that. I'll do that. But like when it comes to actually like listening to something new, they're freaking doing and I noticed this probably about 5 or 6 years ago was when everybody started to incorporate everything from rap into country, like a lot.
yeah.
Like I
It's
remember back in the day when it was like Nelly and um Tim McGraw when they did
I remember that. Yeah, the
that.
collab.
That was like that was I think one of the sort of the original. But then now everybody's doing it. Like, didn't Beyonce just come out
Oh
with
God, let's not
a
talk about it.
country?
Let's not
Well, no,
talk
I didn't
about it.
even listen to it. I
You hear what she has like one song I hear on the radio and you know Walmart and Kroger. I hear it playing. It's something Texas. I can't remember the name of the song.
I haven't even tried to listen to it, but
That's it. Texas Hold'em. That's the song. Yeah, man. Just
I I
here's.
just
I think that like you had certain people like it's always been a thing, right? Like you said, since Nelly, it's always been a thing. But
yeah
I think as of late, you had people, merge into that and have been successful. Now everyone's seeing that success, so everyone's jumping on the wave. So now it's getting oversaturated.
yeah like
It's become money grabbish.
definitely
And
um
it might not even be the artist; it might be the
it's the label.
labels pushing for that.
That's what I think because I mean, well, I do got to say I think Shabuzi isn't he like the first artist that came out as like a country rapper,
I
like a
mean,
main country person.
how deep dive do you want to go?
Well, I'm no, no, no. I mean, I'm not talking about like our up church
Yeah, you're talking
or
mainstream.
yeah, I'm talking mainstream of like not like going from one genre to the next. He seems like the one that actually like came into
You
the mainstream.
Yes and no. If you go
No,
back,
oh yeah,
if you this is why I love Spotify. If you go through his catalog and go back like early,
yeah.
he's got some rap. There's some rap on there. Granted,
Ah,
granted, it still has that like you know southern twang slash like it feels a little more country, but there is some rap in that catalog if you go far back enough.
yeah, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't, but it just that was like the one. I'm like, okay, this is neat.
But
This,
I like Shabuzi, so no hate.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
He's good at it. So I mean,
yeah. It's definitely something different.
I have to be in the mood for it. I can't just throw it on randomly and be like, yeah, this is it. You know?
And then you sent me that song with Teddy Swims,
Oh, the
Eric Church.
The
No, 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 not Eric.
Luke Bryan, I think.
Luke Bryan. Yeah, and I forgot somebody else, but
It's Teddy. It's Teddy Swims, Quavo, and Luke Bryan. Yeah,
there we go. That's pretty dope.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, I've always thought Quavo was kind of like a hop on what's trendy thing, but I feel like that's just who he is, kind of. No offense to
Yeah,
Quavo,
that's well. I think they're there to make the money and to get those views, and that's what it had.
but I will say there's a Quavo song with Lana Del Rey that's great. Like I love it. It's good. It's called Tough. If you haven't heard it,
Huh.
it's great. Yeah, but I like Lana Del Rey, so I mean, yeah, I think it's
Huh.
actually I don't know if it's her song or his song. It's actually her song, I think, but he's on it. He's a big part of it. But yeah,
Hmm.
I like him in that. So if you ever get a second, check it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh, here we go.
Came out this year too, so it's good.
And then, oh, okay. I might definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, I like her. I mean, I think as far as like for me, female artists go, she's up there. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of female artists. No shade. I just don't. But
Yeah, I don't. If I do, it's mostly rock,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like as far as like pop goes, I don't listen to a
pop.
lot of
Yeah.
female pop because
Well,
not to sound like sexist by no
yeah.
means. It's just I don't see myself in the car bopping and beeping to like some Britney Spears. You know what I mean? I mean maybe Britney, but you know what I mean? Like
To some Christina Aguilera, oh, totally, I can. But
I just always
BB Rexa,
oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think you were the one that turned me on to her,
She's all right,
and
yeah.
she's okay. Yeah,
I think she's okay.
but I follow her on Insta, so
Nice. I think she's still out there making music, which is
she
cool.
is. Yeah, she is. But I don't know, like the whole.
I like it. I like it when artists they have a mainstream little hit, and that's cool and all. But I like it when they fall into this like cult following space on the internet because it feels more authentic. They have their own fans. They didn't like fall off by no means, even though people will say they fell off. I hate that term these days. But I like it when they have their own cult following and they're in their own space on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I. That's funny that you mentioned that because yesterday Bubba Sparks came on.
Oh wow,
Talk about somebody that we thought just,
dude, he actually performed in Moorhead one time.
hey, dude, his new shit, I've got to say, dude, his new stuff is freaking tight.
I mean, I still listen to Paul Wall, dude. So I mean,
Oh, hell, dude, you can't go. I mean, that dude's an OG right there.
he's the goat. Yeah,
Dude,
Paul
he
Wall's
is,
great.
dude, he is. Texas in general, their fucking music. But you know what I have been doing a lot is, well, I've been doing this research about podcasts and stuff. You probably know the YouTuber Trap Ross. You know who I'm talking about? He
Mm,
does those like vlogs about gangs and rappers and all of that trap, all the
you'd have
you
to.
know.
I can.
He looks like Harry Potter. He kind of has the Harry Potter thing going on.
Is it this
I
Trap Lore Ross?
Trap Lord. There we go.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy.
Yeah,
Kind of looks like
he was in the
he's.
video. He was in the that Adam 22 video that I sent you.
Yeah.
He was like the second verse, I think. But yeah, he does his whole YouTube is basically doing. He does like interviews, but he actually has this new one that came up this morning, and this new video, and it was about Lil Durk about there was an album I think that came out in 2022 right after that whole about 3 months after that whole shooting in LA.
Yeah.
And and basically what it says is if freaking FBI reads this, he's basically like giving everything up. He's going to do life in jail because of this album. It's
Really.
freaking crazy. Yeah.
And then
And he was giving like little snippets, and yeah, you could definitely, it was interesting.
I mean,
Definitely.
they've been doing that lately. A lot of the feds have been using artist music
Yeah.
against them, like Young Thug.
Yeah. Which, who got, I think, what, time served in 17 months or something like
Dude,
that?
it's so funny watching like clips of that court case and they're playing his music. in court, and he's just
Yeah,
sitting there vibing to it, and everybody's bouncing their head. And it's the funniest thing ever. Like I know it's
I
not,
mean,
I don't condone death, murder, and gang violence, blah blah blah. But dude, it's just hilarious. I don't know,
he's something though, dude. I mean,
dude. I love Young Thug, man. I've been listening to him for forever. I know that's great. I might sound like lame for
well,
saying that,
yeah,
but
no,
no,
well, I mean,
uh,
I've been listening to Jelly Roll since like 2013, so like way before he
went country.
became, yeah. Like I still listen to his albums because he was like one of to me
I will say,
he
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no you go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I seen him live, he didn't just do his country catalog. There was some rap too, so that was cool to see.
Yeah, that's cool that he still because cool that he still does that. That he was still doing that, but he was just on Bootleg Kev,
Oh, nice.
and he he was saying it was very interesting. The what he said was he want after this album that he wants to basically like get into acting, and
Wow.
then he'll do like a lot of like once he like does that, he wants to also get onto the like he's gonna still do features, but as far as like sitting down and writing a whole album, he said it's gonna be a little bit.
Hmm.
I just felt very it was very genuine when he during this interview, and I think it'll be. I mean, I
He's
had
a
no idea that he signed to a major label.
Yeah. I think I knew that.
I yeah, I didn't. I assumed that he
It's weird how some people find a lot of success through that and stay afloat, and some people it seems like they get hits and then they drop. I don't know. It's
yeah.
weird.
I mean, and he's doing straight up. And he did say in the interview if he didn't sign that he probably wouldn't be doing like huge stadium arena type. He wouldn't be on that level.
I think some people just have to have
Yeah,
that label at the start to just
yeah,
get such a push. But I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. These
I
days you can try it yourself, but sometimes even doing it yourself, you fall.
yeah, and I don't even think like for instance with the whole independent side, like Russ, he
Well, Russ is great.
he is
He's doing it. I mean,
he
no,
is,
he's
and
a
he's
rarity
and
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is he's like one of those like very like
Hands on. He does his own. I'm pretty sure he does his own production, his
he
own
does
touring,
everything.
everything. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's crazy,
yeah.
man. It's crazy to have
Which
that
I
much
mean
drive as a human.
that it's yeah, that just seems like a I'm even thinking about how much energy all that takes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like,
yeah,
yes, I mean, I'm sure he has a team, but it's
I
probably
would think he has at least a small team
a
to because there's
selected.
no way you can do all of that. I'm sorry.
No, he's got a selected team that he's
Yeah,
personally picked. I'm sure, and
yeah,
it could be friends. You never know.
yeah, yeah. It's
He
got
might
to be something.
he might not even be working his own Instagram at this. But you never know.
Yeah, you don't. And I, what's with everybody? Like, people have whole fucking teams. It's crazy now that people have whole fucking teams of like a whole department just for the social media.
Yeah, it is odd because
I'm like,
I don't know if I'd want someone with that much control. Like
yeah, because who actually, and that's actually what I want to go into next is the whole OF thing, the OnlyFans thing,
God, that was a long conversation.
right? Like that was,
That's
I
a
follow a lot of these people on YouTube and stuff. The commentators, not like OnlyFans girls, but
yeah.
like commentators who commentate on that kind of stuff, and just to get their point of view. And like there's this new chick that she's a virgin, and I think you sent me her stuff
Uh,
about the clip about like she made $43 million.
yes, that had popped up on my radar.
Yeah,
What's her name? I guess I could shout her out. Sophia Rain, I think. Yeah, that's her.
yeah,
Sophie Rain. My bad.
Sophie Rain. And then there was another one since I have Mr.
Torrance.
Keyboard Warrior over here. Um, there was one that was just did she just messed with 101 guys in a day,
I think
and
I've
now
seen that too.
they're
Yeah, Lily Phillips.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I shouldn't know any of this that I know.
Well, no, because it shoots up on my feed.
Yeah,
Like,
no, like the reason I know of any of these women is because, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I still use Snapchat like a child because some people just talk solely through Snapchat and not through texting. But, like, if you look at the For You page that Snapchat has, it has these stories of all these celebrities or influencers, whatever, that's what we'll call them. And she pops up just randomly on my shit. So I'm like, who is this cute chick? And I find out she's not just some cute chick. She's a 20-year-old who is making 43 million on OnlyFans.
dude, I want like
How
if
does
I
that
can get a
even real? How is that even real? I don't understand. Because I'm no shade to her, but she looks like a girl I would see at the mall. Like, what is the appeal? Like, she looks very normal. She just, to me,
that's and
and maybe that's the niche of it that we've
that
got
that and that's yeah, it's supposed to be the wholesome looking,
this girl
I
next
guess,
door.
this girl next door. Yeah, but
I guess so. But
no,
how is it that we got to a point that it's so saturated with BBLs and lip fillers that the girl next door look is what's making the money because it's the rarity now. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
that is, isn't it? Like because all that other stuff is just fake, and
Yeah.
we used to get that in porn,
It's just crazy to
and,
me.
and
Like,
now it's just in front of us, and it's just like we're
so
used to it.
I was seeing some information about her because I do watch her like her like For You page Snapchat stuff because I'm bored. I need to delete all social media, but whatever. Anyways, she's created this thing called the Bop House,
Yes, I saw that.
dude. It's like this is basically like calling yourself out. Like it's almost like a you play on words. You know what I mean? Bop
Like I didn't
House.
even know what a bop was until
It's like
somebody
what
on YouTube.
it's
It's
like
like a
what
slut.
yeah, it's like what they said back in the day in like the '90s. You were called a trick, like whoop that trick.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
bop.
I mean,
Why would you just
I.
take ownership of it? Like, unless it doesn't bother you. Like,
But if you saw that person's, so they were doing a documentary with that,
okay.
and the end of the documentary, after she did the 101 guys, and she was doing the one couple of the questions. The first one of the one first questions was what did you eat today?
Oh, the Lily girl.
Yes, the Lily girl. Yes, and basically it was like I had like a little bit of a drink and some food, but that was it. And then they went into the next clip, and she was crying. She was bawling her eyes out.
Was it just like something that
Be,
somebody meshed together for clickbait, or
I'm not sure,
it's so
but it was like
hard?
because they showed like they showed like the day going into it, and she was all excited and all this other stuff,
Yeah.
and then and now mind you, this is somebody doing a documentary on her,
hmm
and they get to it, and yeah, all she just starts bawling, and it's crazy.
You got to think though, and
Yeah,
mind you, like not talking about this Sophia Rain girl or any other young social media influencer, but the Lily Phillips. How old is she? Like, how old is that girl? Like, um, let me see how old she. She has to be young, right? The Sex with 100
I would.
people.
Yeah,
Let me dive into this. I gotta know her age. I gotta. Yeah, she's 23 years old, but I mean, so you got to think at 23 years old, you're having sexuals with 100 guys.
a
Like
hundred in
you,
24 hours. That's
you got to
something.
think like what kind of deep rooted trauma is actually invigorating this like jump.
I mean, that's an understatement right there. Like, and did you know? So I just pulled up her name on Google, and the first thing that I spelled her name wrong, but the first thing that came up was in Amazon.com, Lily coffee machines.
Okay,
Hell yeah, dude.
hot and ready, right?
Right, I guess, right? But
No,
yeah,
no, no,
dude.
no shade to this girl.
No, 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 definitely not. No, I think it's
Get your
where
bag. Get your bag.
make your money.
She's British too,
Just
so the sexual viewpoint of a British person might not be the same as an American. So maybe she gets famous, from her British, you know, it's just looked down. It's not looked down upon so much in UK. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe the way she views it, the fun in it, and blah blah blah, might be the start of it. But now she's crying because Americans are just ridiculing her or something.
Or you
Or
she
regret.
also it was also she also mentioned that um so I guess before they went in and she was getting everybody's IDs and stuff like that that I guess she said something to the effect, well, each person will get like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Then like 2.5 minutes into one guy's, because she also said that she was so out of it that she only remembers like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
And then what was even crazier was after she said that that one person that she does remember, she said, well, no, 2.5 minutes, sorry, I told you 5, but yeah, so she felt bad about that too.
See,
So
I got
there's, yeah,
I was saying
like,
I got girls confused because like there was a girl that popped up on my radar named Bonnie Blue, and I thought that that was that girl, and then found out I was wrong. It's actually this girl. So it's like
yeah,
they're both kind of doing it, you know. They're both
I
British too.
think there, yeah, and me being a United States snob, so to speak,
Yeah.
I thought she was American because,
Hey, no offense to the British, but looking at her teeth, they looked really good.
oh really?
Yeah, I know. Like people over in UK, they got some UK mouth. No offense.
Oh, talk about, oh, I was gonna go there with something. Um, no, I remember I my friends found out that I was moving to Kentucky,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're like, oh, do they have indoor plumbing there at? And I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, fuck you. And then
Wow.
they're like, well, I mean, and then they said, well, he said, well, their fucking teeth, or do they even have any teeth? And I'm like, mm-hmm. Dude,
Yeah.
they had, when I went there, so you have that stereotype, right? Which is totally wrong. And then, well, I mean, you go to Lexington, it's
I
UK.
mean, to some
The
degree,
women there are just like,
it's stunning. Yeah.
yes, they are.
Yeah. Yeah. UK's got some
And
attractive females.
oh my gosh. So yeah, as soon as I had proof, I sent it to my friend, and I'm like, no, fuck. I'm like, dude, all jokes aside, no, it ain't like that at all. But yeah, I was like, dude, seriously. I know he was fucking around, but that's how people, just like people think in Eastern Kentucky that it's all about, you know, Coke and Mountain Dew in the baby
Mountain Dew.
bottle.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mount,
definitely.
I do wish that we had in Arizona though was the what Ale.
LA. Yeah. LA's
Oh
good.
my god, I wish we had that out here. And beer cheese.
Beer
And
cheese.
beer cheese. I
Yeah.
can't get that.
Why is that? Why is beer cheese not a like? Why
They
is
have
that?
pub cheese out here. It's
What is
not the
that?
same.
What is it? Is it just not made the same or what?
It's not made the same.
So it's like a
It's
knockoff,
it
right?
Yeah, it's the closest thing you can get to
Weird.
beer cheese out here. Yeah, but unless you really have had beer cheese in Kentucky,
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I feel like beer cheese and pretzels is kind of a staple on here a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and I was doing what is it? Um, da, 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 tortilla chips and beer cheese.
Really, I like the oh man, what are they? Like is it pita chips or something?
Yes, yes.
Pretzel thins. That's it, pretzel thins.
Yeah, the pretzel thins.
Yeah. And I can't
Yeah,
believe you can't get beer cheese out there, even at like, is there a Hooters in Arizona? Do they not have beer cheese?
I've not been to the Hooters out here.
No, you're not. I mean, you stay away from all Hooters, but as far as beer cheese
Yeah,
goes, I feel
I
like
doubt. Yeah, I doubt that they. Well, because I think it's all like regional. I mean, I'm
mm,
sorry, like it's what, not regional, but like, well, no, maybe that is the right word. Like particular areas,
oh,
so to speak.
menus change. But that's probably why I'd ask you like where you live before you even look at anything because it's like
Yeah, because I
regional.
think the menu. Yeah,
That makes sense. It's just crazy
except
to
unless it's like B Dubs,
what do
where
you? Well, I was gonna say, what do you have there? What's the Kroger chain there? Is it Sprouts,
Um,
Ralph's,
no, Kroger out here is fries.
Fry's, and Fry's don't have a private selection like beer
They
cheese?
do, but it's not the same as I would always buy the Kentucky version.
Okay,
There
yeah,
was you know which one I'm talking about. It has the
yeah, it's
the
clear.
state on it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That shit's fucking bomb as fuck.
So funny enough, when I worked for what was it? So I worked for like Budweiser at one time as a merchandiser, and we actually stocked the beer cheese like we'd get it on our trucks and have to put it up.
Oh
So
no
like,
way.
yeah, so it was distributed by Kentucky Eagle, which has
Has
Anheuser-Busch.
yeah.
So yeah, the beer cheese came through to them. So it
Huh.
was distributed by the beer company. So might be something to look into. I don't know.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it was
That
interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting how we had to put up beer cheese. I always thought it was so random, but I don't know.
and then you're not at Glazers anymore either, right?
Nope, negative. I am not.
So I thought because the new place you're at distributes what is it, Logan Paul's
Prime. Yeah, we distribute
Prime? Yeah, which I still
Prime.
haven't tried.
Mm, it's basically Gatorade, if you will, just less sugar, and it's coconut water based. So
Oh,
it's just a hydration drink, with a lot of electrolytes and some B vitamins and stuff like that. It's more on the lines of like Propel, but I don't know. To me, Prime, and not to I don't like to shit on my own product or anything, but like it's pretty thick. I don't know if they could find a way to,
uh,
and that could be the coconut water base, it being thick and kind of it's a
huh,
it's overly sweet to me, but it's made with sucralose, so it's
uh,
kind of like Propel in a way, like flavor profile wise.
and that's what I've been doing lately is
I don't hate it. I
instead of
like it. I just drank too much of it now at this point. I'm kind of burnt out.
putting out on it, I did. So I stopped drinking soda years ago.
God, I would love to do that.
It makes me feel disgusting. Now I eat like a fucking horse. I mean, let's be honest. But I switched soda to I was doing sparkling water.
um, yeah, I like sparkling water actually.
I like because it still has the the
Tastes.
carbonation and the taste and stuff like that. And then my old coworker told me about this stuff called Circle
Oh, the
with the
Walmart stuff.
cartridges.
Yeah, where you get the bottle and use the cartridges in the bottle.
Yes, so that's what I've been doing for about a year now.
Oh, a year. Wow,
So yeah, yeah, I've been. They have like, I mean, the amount of cartridges they have, it's like crazy. It's like over 100.
that's crazy. You just keep buying
Yeah,
them online or
yeah,
something, or in store online.
I go to their I go to their website, and it's a monthly. I have a monthly membership, so I get 8 cartridges a month,
Nice.
and I actually bought my. So I have like a 42 ouncer that I keep in my car. Then I have a 64 ounce basically like tumbler
Yeah.
that I have that it fits the circle atop fits that. So that's basically what I use on a daily basis.
Nice. Just getting your water
Yeah.
intake for sure.
Yeah, I love water. It's
Yeah, I mean, some of those, not necessarily sparkling water, but one thing about Prime that I just can't stand is it just makes me pee so much, man. Like I drink one bottle and I'm freaking peeing all day. It's crazy.
and that sucks for you because you're in and out of fucking
Yeah,
stores all the time.
I know. I'm like, as soon as I get into a store to ride an order, I'm like, oh, I go straight to the bathroom and pee, and it's just like, and I'm going in and out of coolers at independent gas stations and stuff.
Oh yeah, so then you got like the 30 or 40 degree
Yep,
difference that makes you want to go. Oh yeah.
yep, in and out, like hot to cold, hot. Which now it's all cold because it's winter time. But
Oh, I can't even. Yeah, I mean, I think last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it finally got down to like 40 down here.
I was gonna say, what's the weather like there? Because it's like 26
Oh,
degrees here.
right now, I think a high right now is today was a high of 74 and a low
Wow,
of 40.
Aren't you lucky?
I just turned off the fucking. I just turned off my AC like 3 days ago.
Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm going through it up here. It's not fun.
Dude, spent almost. I spent fucking 8 years there, man. 7 years,
Too.
dude. Fudge.
Have
Like
did you ever have allergies living here?
I did
How
a
is it
little bit.
how is it there? Like, is it just non-existent, or you still have some allergies going on?
You know what? Surprisingly, I have more allergies here, but
Really?
I want to say it's because I'm getting older. Not, I don't even know if that's a thing,
I believe
but
it's a thing, yeah.
I I believe I have, and I honestly, I mean, this could be due to COVID too. I get sicker now than I
Yeah,
have ever in my life. So
I think COVID did a lot of weird things. I think like my
yeah,
breathing, just everything's a little off now since
it
COVID.
is. Yeah, and and that was one of the big things why I wanted to start this too, was because this podcast was, it's just so, it's a whole different world now. Like
Yeah.
the mentality, my mental state, all of this, it's so much more different. And what's surprising is, and even my one of my good friends out here, he's seen me at my lowest. He's like, dude, you're still sober even with COVID and all that shit. I'm like, I don't see the big deal, but I guess looking out from a different aspect, somebody on the outside,
Mhm.
I guess that's pretty commendable. I just take it day by day, and I
People,
don't mean to. It's just I don't
well,
get it.
people think if you have so much downtime, you fill it with bad things to keep
Yeah,
it going.
exactly. And um, you know, but so I think with all of that, that's why I decided, like, okay, because I wanted to do the whole rap thing still, and then
Mhm.
I got down to, I'm like, dude, I'm 30 fucking 8. I haven't fucking touched a mic in 10 fucking years. Like literally,
It's all also it's like it's a different world as
it
far as
is.
that goes. Like everything is so what do they call it? Where everything's like it's all TikTok brain. So like most
Like
promotions are
short.
yeah, like what's that called? Like it's called something like form content. I think that's it.
Oh yeah, like clips.
Yeah, it's all everything's
It's
clips.
all clips.
Everything's like a 30-second clip nowadays. Nothing is like, even when you see music being advertised, you notice it's only the hook or the chorus that's clipped, and you think the song is great. You go and listen to the song, and the only good part
And
about the song is that
is the
chorus.
clip.
Yeah, the clip, exactly. Or
Like,
one verse will be
yeah.
the clip, and that'll be the best verse in the whole song.
Well, I remember, what was it, probably 2020, 2021 was when I noticed the average song is like 2 minutes and
Yeah,
30 seconds. I'm like, dude, that's a chorus and a verse where I
that
come from.
that's a long song these days. Like I'm seeing them
Yeah,
like
apparently.
130.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, you spend that much time. Well, this is my thinking coming from the production angle of, like, let's say, making the beat, mixing, producing, and you're
No,
only going to put out a minute 30, 2 minutes,
you spent
like
longer mixing and
mixing,
mastering that song than you did actually
than you do
recording.
recording it.
I don't know if it's laziness or if it's lack of creativity because they can't write verses. I don't understand either. I don't get it.
And I can't, I don't know. I guess I'm so set in my ways. I'm like, okay, a song is supposed to at least be 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And you can't record it on an iPhone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my brain. It's like, okay, you can't produce this shit overnight.
It's almost just enough to get someone hooked into the song, and then right when you're like you're grabbed, like they grab you with the song, and it feels like they're cooking. You're like hell yeah, and then the song ends, and you're like
Yeah.
What? What? And maybe
Like,
maybe it's FOMO. Maybe it's artist FOMO, where they're like, let me give you a little bit so you stay in tune with me, and then you keep listening and you keep wanting more. You know?
yeah, I guess I just, but I understand it from the business aspect of it. The more you put out, the whole clip thing, I totally get. The whole TikTok world, I totally get. But it's like,
I
I
mean,
guess, what?
like, when do you ever see albums anymore? It's all singles.
And that's another thing is like, okay, that's all it is. You're right. That's all it is nobody comes out with albums. Or if they do, there's no more. Like, remember there used to be 20 when you got an album, especially in rap, some of them would be 25 tracks.
Yeah, it'd be long. It'd be a
They'd
huge.
be long. It'd be like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's almost a damn portfolio.
Now they're 45 minutes with 15 tracks. With
Yeah, sure,
like,
that's generous. There, I don't even really see that. I see like 8 to 10 tracks,
I'm being very generous. Most of them are honestly like what I would call demos
and then
now.
three or so of the tracks is just skits.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
it's just
Like
goofy.
it's just it's a whole different world. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I
if
mean, mind this. Let me say this, and you tell me if you agree or disagree. I think most artists these days are selling personality over. I'm not gonna say they're not talented, but their personality is overshining their music or catalog or what the art they're creating. It's almost like the personality is selling more than their art. Does that make sense?
yeah, no, and I also think to your point, the amount the I'm going to go with this that they're trying to I think that what they're trying to like for instance, I'm going to use a West Coast rapper. I don't know if you've heard of well, I'm sure by now you know who Lefty Gunplay is. He was on Kendrick's
I've
one
heard of him, yeah, but never really listened to his catalog.
um he like literally he came I was watching him on a podcast and he said something to the effect of um I've only been rapping for 8 months and I'm already signed and I'm already on a song um with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, the crazy looking dude. This guy looks
Yes.
nuts. This guy looks like a
Yes.
a gangster. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm talking like
Yeah.
real gangster.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And he just and I've noticed a lot I've from what I've been hearing about I don't know if I'm not going to call it a generation thing, but and maybe I'm just set in my own ways, but that's not something that you should. Yeah, that's cool that you're on a track with such a superstar, but that you've only worked for 8 months to get to that point. Like, there's people that have been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah, but what's this guy's runtime? You know what I mean? Like, how long is this guy going to even have revenue coming through? And he's just like,
He apparently just signed like a deal or another like $2 million deal or something a couple months ago, which is still with taxes, with all of that. I mean, he's still, and he's in California. What he'll get maybe 600 out of that,
maybe
and
he'll.
maybe, and that's after, and that's before he can even get an advance. I mean, it's like I love how like oh they made this, they made that, they made 1 million, they made two. That girl she made 43 from OnlyFans.
I mean, no offense to this guy. I mean, I haven't listened to his
No,
music and I don't know. And maybe he's good, but my thing is like, I feel like he's going to be boxed into one lane and not be able to really be diverse. Like
and
that's why I say runtime is short because
it
he's
is.
how long can he have the same kind of music? Like, well, this guy don't even have an album out yet, so I'm speaking on somebody I don't even like. I don't know. I'd have to.
Oh, I know of him because I still watch a lot of No Jumper, and that's where I get a lot of
I mean,
my.
he was on Vlad, so I mean, clearly the guy's like doing
Yeah,
something.
I knew of him before. I knew of him like last year because when I was watching No Jumper, they mentioned him.
Oh, okay.
And it's the whole, you know how Adam does a whole bunch of different things with gangs. He puts on a lot of gang members onto his show and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Crip Mac, is that his name? Yeah.
That's yeah, sort of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that was the whole thing to that was about that error, so to speak. When that's when I'm starting to listen to, and I found out about Lefty Gunplay.
Maybe
He's one of like 1 million different West Coast.
maybe the foresight there is, deep with like you got to think like Kendrick, Kendrick's not going to put some. TikTok influencer on his track. He's going to put somebody that he feels like has some prospering talent. So he might, peg this guy to be somebody. So maybe the
Yeah.
foresight was there.
Well, and anybody that can get on like, dude, he's on a freaking Kendrick track.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge.
Well, it's like, what's his, um, who it was based on who was on films. I thought that kind of fun. Like I've known who Babytron is for a while, but it's crazy Eminem had him on a song too on his latest album because most people
Yeah,
don't
and
know who that is.
I didn't even know who he was until he was on.
So that might
I'm
be
like,
like a thing too, where Eminem had the
I,
foresight to,
yeah, yeah. But have you heard anything from Babytron since then?
well, no, he's rode the wave of that feature.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, and that's a whole nother thing is
That's why I say runtime. But most people are going to look at me as a hype beast, and they're going to be like, "You're just looking at mainstream. You're not looking into underground." Well, I'm sorry, but whereas I used to look to underground a lot, underground has just been so surpassed by mainstream because I'm being
it's the
attacked
new
every
mainstream.
day. Yeah, I mean, I've been attacked every day with this wave or that wave or this wave, and it's only like I guess it's kind of shallow thinking. It's just what's in the foresight of my brain what I'm seeing. But if I'm not really seeing it, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
And now when you mention what is it runtime, that makes perfect sense. What is the average runtime for somebody?
Um,
Like
Not very
one
long,
song,
sadly. You
two
got like
months?
you're lucky to get two hits out.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean,
I
and
mean
that's
look at what's his name? Uh, the $1 Million Baby guy, the Tommy guy, the guy that had that TikTok track. Oh, what is I forgot the guy's name? Tommy Richmond. Yeah, that's it. It's like I don't even know if you've heard this song, but I've seen a lot of artists getting popular through TikTok, and they're promoting their albums like left and right like crazy, and they have like one or two hits that they're just showing. It's in every video, and then when their album comes out, the album underperforms, and then they just kind of fade in the dust. You know what I mean?
ah yeah. He's yeah. It's you said Tommy Richmond, right? Has $1 Million Baby
Yep,
as a
yep.
song. Oh, I'm gonna have to check him out.
I mean, his
Uh,
music's good, but once again, it's one of those situations where he's got like one or two really good songs in a catalog, and the rest of the songs are just underwhelming. They're just. I don't know. To me, they don't hit the same. I don't know.
yeah,
But this guy's also, it might say hip hop rap, but I wouldn't really consider him hip hop and rap. To me, this guy is very just like, I don't know. To me, his music's almost kind of in the realm of like electronic, like, I don't
like
know.
EDM,
Uh, Not
but
necessarily
with
EDM, but I would say like, I mean, I'm trying to think of who even, I'm not going to say Daft Punk, but leaning towards that like vibe of dance club.
so almost like a pit bull instrumental type, like dance type.
Yeah,
In a bit,
yeah, kind
I'm
of.
trying to put it in my brain of like
I mean,
I'm gonna have to definitely
don't
listen to him.
don't throw no shade on my boy Pitbull.
No, I love Pitbull, dude. I bet no Pitbull's the ish, dude. No, I'm trying to hit. No, I'm not talking about the rapping or anything like that. I'm talking about like the
Oh,
instrumental.
the new age Sean Paul,
Okay,
that kind
got
of
you.
level.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
Which I don't hate
okay.
it, but it has its lane and it has its place, I guess.
Uh Sean Paul's. It's always going to be "Give Me the Light" with him
Yeah, I mean
back in 2001.
this guy will always be $1 Million Baby. I mean,
I mean, let
to my point though, you know what I mean?
hey, you know what? If we can get that 15 minutes, I'm telling you.
I mean, it does a
Speaking
lot.
about 15 minutes, Hot Tua,
Oh God, I'm so done with that.
dude. I
I'm so
will.
over it. I'm so
No,
over
I'm
it.
talking about the whole pump and dump scheme.
I don't know much about that. You talking about the
The
what?
the meme the meme token.
Yeah, what exactly happened? I don't really know the gist of that at all. I only seen
So from
snippets.
what I know, she she got together with this foundation and they set up a a funding to create a Hot 2 meme token.
Okay.
Then they sold it when they put it on the market basically for investors, and they got
What are
like
those things called? What are those things called that the art that they were like? It was trendy for a minute, where they were making
yeah,
art and
the
selling it.
meme. Hold up, yeah,
I forgot the
meme
name of that stuff. Like
token, meme token. Let me
it's
see.
it's called something. I can't remember. But basically, like I think Logan Paul did it. It was like they created a piece of art and they would sell it. I just forgot the
Yes, like
terminology.
yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. Uh, like a meme token almost.
Oh yeah, NFTs. That's what it was.
NFTs, yes, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, yeah. But anyways,
Is that what she
like
made? She made an NFT basically.
yeah, and it went from like like it was huge. I'm gonna pull up the.
What did she just not? She just take go back on her word or something? What exactly?
No, she took they from what it looks like was it got up to a particular amount. Let me see here.
Like way beyond her thought or
So
whatever.
they made like it was like it went up to like 90. It went up to like 95,000 or something for one token,
Yeah,
and it was some crazy amount of money. Hold up, Max. I'm pulling it up right now. Come on. So
climbing nearly 500 million market cap.
yeah, so yeah, there we go. It was like at 500 million. It climbed all the way up, and then people starting to sell. Then um, it got sold off like instantly, and then it went down to nothing basically.
So it was like worthless or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Wow.
And then
Is that her fault though? If it climbed and then
it's I I don't
sounds like
know if
it
it's
sounds like
gonna
it
be a
just
mixture. It well the
like
company with the whoever put together like 'cause it's a whole bunch of investors that had to put the coin. She didn't do it on her own, so she put her name towards it.
what a ridiculous thing to purchase. Like I don't. Is this real life? This is the type
Exactly.
of
Well, and these are. I was watching a podcast, and that's exactly what we were talking. They were talking about was okay. What kind of
is this is
numbskull would do that?
this is the
Would it
type of shit
somebody?
that makes me think we're in a simulation. It's just like not
Yeah,
real.
exactly. Like we're in a freaking yeah.
Like what the
Because
hell?
apparently this one mom this mother put $35,000
What?
into the
Who
yeah
has this
into it,
money? Just
and then she lost it.
who
She
has
was
this
like,
disposable money?
well, no, it was her life savings. She thought that she was going to get uber duper rich by
Oh,
doing that. Yeah, like, and then everybody on the podcast was like, no, they're like, I don't
no,
even.
that's. I mean,
You kind of,
I bought a Mega Millions ticket the other day, but I spent $2.
yeah, no, I mean, I,
I
yeah,
don't.
no, but the whole thing about it is there's going to be a class action suit and everything. And the thing was, okay, are you going to blame? Everybody's blaming her,
Yeah,
but
no. At what
she
point
couldn't.
is
But she couldn't. So she couldn't sell it. She has to wait a year before she can sell
what?
any of hers because it's stipulated in her contract because that's the whole reason is because like let's say it goes up to that 500 million market cap and she instantly sells to make that money and
I
it
don't
goes
even.
down.
I don't even understand what an NFT actually is.
It's online digital something. I don't know. I neither do I don't understand it either. I know I just somebody who
What's non fungible? I can't even speak, man. Non fungible. What does that even mean?
non tangible.
No, not. It's NFT stands for non fungible token.
Oh, let me
Like,
see.
like you know what I mean? Like, I'm learning, I guess. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean
it's a cryptographic asset.
But what's it based off of though? Is it
It's just got its
huh?
own identification code and metadata
Code,
that
yeah.
distinguishes it. But
A
like,
non-fungible token is a unique digital identifier that is recorded on a blockchain and is used to certify ownership and authenticity.
I
It
thought this
cannot
was
be
a,
copied.
I thought this was I didn't think this was trendy or popular anymore. I thought this was a thing that took its height and was popular for a grip, and then it just fell off. Are people still doing this?
I guess I
Okay, this isn't really the same as cryptocurrency. This is
no,
more
it's not.
like
It's something different.
this is like a piece. This is like a
It's a
unique stamp that you're buying that no one else can
yeah,
have. So
yeah,
that just seems like such a shallow venture to own something that nobody else can own, and it's so independent that it's its own thing and it's
yeah,
non-tangible. Like it can't be copied. Da, da, da. Like who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. The only NFTs I'm
Who?
doing is no fucks today. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing this
No, no.
non-fun.
I like that. No
So
fucks today.
is my dick an NFT? Because it's
It gives no fucks. No,
no,
hell yeah.
because it can't be copied. You know.
Oh, I don't know. Well, in this day and age, you could probably fucking 3D print it.
I guess I gotta better get some. Damn, I gotta put some money down or something on my dick because just
I'm telling
crazy.
you, dude. Get some of that Johnson and Johnson's from Diddy's house.
Nah, we'll leave that out. Stay away
That's
from
a whole,
the diddler,
the diddly,
the
diddland.
diddler, little diddler. Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. Oh man, I can't
Yeah,
believe it's already the end of fucking the year. It's freaking nuts.
yeah. I mean, it's the middle of December. January's approaching.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of crazy. I
God,
mean, this year's flew by.
dude, it goes freaking too nuts. What the hell? No, I don't want you, Chrome. Let's see. No, I don't want to use you. Okay.
So I don't know.
Let's.
Yeah, this is definitely your longest episode yet, huh?
By like five.
I was looking at the time and I was like, man, we've been going for a minute. Like this is so long. But I'm used to the long episodes. Like on my last podcast, we were going for
Like two and
two
a half
hours,
hours, right?
two and a half
Yeah.
hours. That was the what you say the barometer or whatever that you hit. Like yeah, which I mean we had filmed or not filmed, but we had recorded episodes up to 3.5 hours. Like on some Joe Rogan shit.
Hey, you know what? This is way easier than doing it by yourself. I got to say that.
Oh, you think it's easier going toe to toe with somebody back to back?
Yeah. Because you can feed off them. You can, you get ideas. You can do that sort of thing. Because when I'm here with mine by myself, I'm still in that whole, okay, I messed my voice up. I did this. I'm like so super critical.
Critical. Yeah, I get
And
that.
it's like, I'm never going to get anywhere if I keep on doing this.
No, solo podcasting would be hard. I think that's why a lot of people don't venture out and do it. It's very
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah. I'm still going to do it, but I just ended up buying what is it? The SM, hold up. It's the SM7B. I just bought that, sure, Mike, a couple of days
Nice.
ago. I
Oh,
upgraded, yeah.
just for quality control,
Yeah.
make it
I'm
clear.
gonna Yeah, I had to buy a cloud lifter with it because the dynamic mics they don't have a preamp, so I had to buy a preamp for it. So
I think
I don't know.
uh
Well,
I think once you get into it and find your groove, eventually you'll probably have about the same subject matter to talk about, and it'll kind of just fall into its own place.
yeah, yeah, and what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to do a lot more pre-production
Hmm.
and figure out what I'm going to talk about, stuff like that. So we'll see where it goes, but
I mean, I
like
like that.